to be here. I was born in Brazil and I have Russian training. I went to the Bolshoi school in Brazil, and I guess that gives me a very classical background, very, academic, very clean, use arms and legs and position of the body. After I left Brazil, I danced in the US, so I was very fortunate to be exposed to a different kind of technique, footwork, very precise, clean footwork, speedy, clean, going through the demi-point on your point shoes and all of this kind of different dynamics that the Russian school didn't really give me. So I guess that just added to my package as a dancer. And then I came to Berlin and I was exposed to, more contemporary movements, more modern pieces. And I guess that all influenced to the kind of dancer I am today. The idea of choreographing has kind of always been like in the back of my mind. When I was younger, in the beginning of my career, someone asked me, why don't you choreograph? And I was like, oh, no, I'm too shy, I'm very self-conscious, I cannot, no. So, but anyway, that idea stayed in my, in the back of my mind for a decade or more. And here at Staatsballett, we've had several opportunities to do, to create, to choreograph, but I was always shy, and also I would say busy being a dancer, building my own dancing, my own career as a dancer. And I've always felt not up to the challenge, I would say, to go ahead and choreograph. And after 17, almost 18 years as a professional dancer, I feel like, okay, now it's a good time to maybe step into some other role. The opportunity arose, and here I am. So, but even then, from the beginning of this process of okay, I'm gonna do this, to the point now of actually putting a piece on stage, I've gone through so much self-doubt and back and forth, am I able to do this, am I not? And I guess it's all part of the process. The inspiration came from relationships, not necessarily love, romantic relationships, but just relationship between people, between two women, between women and men. And it's very abstract in a way, but you can maybe read something into it. I would leave that to you. So it came from that, okay, how can I build relationships? How can I, depict feelings or emotions that we feel towards each other on stage? How is that possible? How can I do that through movement, through costumes, through lighting, through the music? Music for me plays a very, very big role, but I didn't start with the music. I kind of started with the idea, and I tried several pieces of music, from very classical to some more modern, new classical, or even a little bit more pop. But then I was like, no, this doesn't work. So actually, I think about 3 weeks ago, I made the decision of the music, okay, I'm gonna change, and that will be this. And so I ended up going with a classical Schubert piece, which I love very much. And then once I said, okay, this is the piece, then I guess, we have to adapt the movement and the ideas to that. But I also chose this music because I feel like it really gives me what I need in terms of movement and mood for the piece.